owned as residential lofts for young artists, some of whom had taken to wearing corsets as a proto-feminist throwback. But before the first struggling MFA filmmaker could sign her lease and get her boxes out of storage, the entire art world decided to drag its sagging ass uptown, creating a neighborhood mini-boom. This took place in the early 1990s. Keith Haring was dead. The East Village was dead. Soho was dead. Everyone had AIDS or AIDS ribbons. Everyone needed a change. Chelsea fit. The DIA Foundation had been there since the late 80s, and people hoped that the move would redeem art from the rabid commercialization that had metastasized the downtown scene. The developers, nosing out an ideal opportunity for rapid commercialization, took their newly prime piece of real estate and had it rezoned yet again, and in May of '95, 567 West 25th reopened for business, accepting into its white-walled bosoms a few dozen smallish galleries and several large ones, including the airy, double-high, fourth-floor space that would eventually become mine. I used to wonder what the corset maker or the stable hands would make of what transacts on their former plot. Where horseshit used to turn the air sulphurous and rank, millions and millions and millions of dollars now change hands. So goes the big city. Because of the number of tenants engaged in the same activity, i.e. the sale of contemporary art, and because of the nature of that activity, i.e. frantic, jealous, shot through with schadenfreude, 567 frequently feels like a beehive, but a hip and ironic one. Artists, gallerists, assistants, collectors, consultants, and assorted flunkies buzz up and down its smooth concrete halls, nectar-heavy with gossip. It's a schmoozer's paradise. There are openings to attend, a sale to scoff at, a resale that makes the first sale look like a bargain, plus all of New York's standard social touchstones, adulteries, divorces, and lawsuits. Marilyn refers to the building as the high school, for her, a term of endearment. Marilyn was homecoming queen, after all. There's no lobby, as such. 3 concrete steps lead to a steel gate, opened by a numerical keypad, which has about as much thief-stopping power as a twist tie, or perhaps a banana peel on the floor. Everyone relevant knows the code. On the off chance that you'd recently arrived from Mars or Kansas and, never having seen an art gallery before, that you took the first taxi you could find to 567, you would have little trouble gaining admittance. You could wait for an intern to come tottering in, balancing 4 cups of coffee, all prepared with extreme precision, 1 for herself and 3 for her employer. Or you could wait for an artist to show up, lugging a hangover and the new canvases he promised 18 months ago. Or for a gallerist himself, someone like me, getting out of a cab on a cold and windless January Monday, phone pinned between head and shoulder, negotiating with a private party in London, fingers going numb as I count off the fare, filled with the sourceless and dreadful certainty that today was going to be one hell of a day. Finishing the call outside, I let myself into the building, hit the button for the freight elevator, and savored my solitude. I tended to show up around 9, earlier than most of my colleagues and a full hour before my assistants. Once work began, I was never alone. Talking to people is my strong suit and the reason I've been successful. For the same reason, I treasured those few minutes to myself. The elevator arrived, and Vidal pulled open the screeching accordion gate. As we exchanged greetings, my phone went off again. The caller ID read Christiana Halbjorstendottir, confirming my hell-of-a-day premonition. Christiana is an installation and performance artist, a behemoth of a woman, 6 feet tall, thick-limbed, with a drill sergeant's crew cut. She manages to be somehow dainty and enormously heavy-footed, like a bull in a china shop, except that the bull is wearing a tutu. Born in Iceland, raised all over the place, that's her provenance as well as her art.